Niall Horan reveals what Blake Shelton said to him right after winning The Voice. With Team Niall defeating Team Blake on season 23 of The Voice, it appears Niall Horan has earned permanent bragging rights over the country singer. The 29-year-old Heaven singer spoke with people ahead of his exclusive Spotify event in New York City about his stint as a voice coach, as well as the funny quip Blake Shelton made immediately following Horan and Gina Miles' victory. "When we left the seat, they announced the winner, and I stood up, and then he came for a big hug," Horan said, laughing. "I hugged him, and he told me, 'I taught you everything you know.' That was all he said, no congratulations or anything." Still, the One Direction member knows he's made a lifelong friend in Shelton, 46, whose 23rd season on the NBC competition show was his final. "I am going to miss him. He is not one of those famous pals, in my opinion. I think if I had met him outside of The Voice, I would have probably become friends with him," Horan remarked. "Strangely enough, we have a lot in common. We're quite similar people, though not in a fashion sense." Horan will return for season 24 next year, competing alongside Reba McEntire, John Legend, and Shelton's wife Gwen Stefani. "I'm going to miss, but I get to work with the other half of that marriage," he said. "Gwen and I met at this season's Voice after party. She surprised Blake on the last night, and she was really humorous and cool, so I'm excited." As he led Miles to victory, Horan claimed he was able to reflect on his own experience as a contestant on a similar show, The X Factor. The Irish singer entered the British competition series as a solo artist in 2010, but finished third as a member of One Direction. "Did come into play more than I thought it would, or more than I thought I would allow it to," he told the audience. "Being there with the contestants every week, picking songs, keeping them calm, because it's crazy how talented these young kids are, and with that level of talent comes a level of seriousness, and I was always trying to get them to enjoy it." He went on to say, "Having come from that show, doing The Voice felt natural to me. If I hadn't been on a show like that previously as a singer, I'm sure I would have been a little more dazed. But I understood what I was getting myself into, and I believe it was beneficial." Horan is presently preparing for the release of his third album, The Show, which will hit stores on Friday. On Tuesday, he gave a limited number of fans a sneak peek of the album in an intimate show in New York, where he performed both old and new classics. "I've tried different sounds, but the record doesn't feel like it's anyone else's record. It still feels like a Niall Horan record, which is a good thing," he told the magazine. "I believe I've been able to improve without scaring too many people away. Although the CD isn't out yet, we'll find out."